Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading for the 24th through to the 2nd of March. Okay, and this reading is for Taurus. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Taurus, and for anyone who's new, welcome on board. I always tell everybody too, if the readings don't resonate, to make sure you check out your birth chart on Cafe Astrology and find out what sort of planets were in your birth chart when you were born, because your moon, your rising, or other aspects of your birth chart may resonate with you more than your sun sign. So I am using the Angel Tarot for these readings, and they're a little harder to shuffle because they're quite large. So I thought I'd have a nice change and use some of the older decks I have there. Whoops. They just require me to use my intuition a little bit more. Okay, we're ready here. Okay, so what we have coming out here is the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups talks of regret, crying over spilt milk, looking back at the past, trying to... well, it's not looking back at the past, because I think it's okay to look back at the past. It's healthy enough. It's staying in the past. It's that feeling of remorse, you know, of reliving something over and over again. And the really sad part is you have two cups in front of you that are upright, and you're crying over the ones that have been spilt. And what the universe is saying is you have an opportunity at something new. Stop looking backwards. Now behind that you have the Two of Wands. So this is about taking a new path. And we have unity here. So this is, okay, so it's like the Hierophant. So this is about moving forward with much more, stability and balance here. Beautiful. So it's like you're about to give away this sort of sitting looking back at the past, and you're about to move forward in a big way, which is always great. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles coming out first. So this is about making a decision, bringing in balance. Well, I can understand the bringing in balance here because you're letting go of something here and you're trying to bring balance into your life. Okay, we have the Page of Swords here. So this is about information, messages coming through, something that holds a lot of truth here. It's very honest and straightforward communication here. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands coming out too. So a lot of people closing out cycles this week. The Ten of Wands is about putting down burdens, things you've carried for a really long time. But again, this is all about balance here. Everything in your reading is about balancing yourself back out again. Look at this, and then you have the card of balance. This is very interesting. So you're in a bit of a place at the moment, Taurus, where you're trying to find some stability here. Now, you could be dealing with an air sign because we do have the King of Air here. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Now, this is a person who is a thinker, and they may work in an industry that requires them to think. Now, at their best, they're very, very good at communication. They're clear-cut, assertive, and direct. But sometimes this person can be a little bit guarded with their feelings. The Magician's coming out here. So we are talking about a time when you're ready to move forward, something you've manifested. You know, life is bringing you what you want here. And then we've got the Hermit. So this talks about spending time by yourself, spending time in quiet solitude, having a look back at your life and trying to get a really good understanding of where you are, where you're going, shining a light on your inner self here. Okay, Two of Cups coming out here. So there's there is some sort of love coming in here. And the Two of Cups often talks about forgiveness too. And then we have the Six of Cups. So for you, definitely with the cards you had up front, this is about letting go of your past and forgiving someone. Okay, and we do have the Dreamer here. This is the Fool. So this is about taking a leap of faith here. And I think you're taking a leap of faith here by letting go of the past. Okay, so we're definitely looking at a time where you're sort of trying to bring stability and balance in here. I feel like you've been fighting against the universe here, trying to find some balance, trying to understand what's been happening, what's been going on. This could be about an air sign, like I said, but this is about having very straight, direct conversations with someone. And through these, you're able to forgive and let go of something that's held you back. There's a strong sense of you really struggling to find balance at the moment. And you need to take time out to sort of go back inside yourself to see how to achieve this. It could have been in the past that there was an uneven give and take in something here. So maybe you were investing something but not getting something back from somebody you'd been with in the past. But you're struggling now. So we have two cards that we have the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups, which both talk about past. Now, this can be also about, you know, romanticizing the past, like looking back and thinking things were all wonderful, where in fact they probably weren't. They were probably quite toxic, but you weren't getting that at the time, because now you're looking back, you're looking at it like from a Seven of Cups perspective, where it was an illusion, but you thought that that was right for you. So now you're having trouble sort of comparing your future and what's happening to you now because you're trying to live in that past energy. And what is happening here is that you're getting a brand new start now. You're starting to understand what happened in the past. You're able to let go. Now, when I talk about forgiving, sometimes people go, no, you know, she was an absolute pig, I'm not letting it go, you know, I'm really angry and whatever else. Or, you know, no, he was an ass, and, you know, and I don't want to forgive him. Why should I forgive him? And I think people think you're forgiving people for their benefit. But that's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is for you to let it go. And this looks like, to me, you've had trouble understanding this process of forgiving in order to let things go. I don't know why we think forgiving is about the other person. It's some sort of human attribute that we've picked up from the way we've been raised as children. But forgiving is about releasing. It's about understanding that not everything is going to be done in a way that you are comfortable with. It may have really hurt you, but it doesn't matter. The forgiving part is about letting it go so you can move on. So while you're sitting back hanging on to all this energy, what is the other person doing? Because my understanding is pretty good, and I think that they probably aren't affected by it at all. Now, when you're doing the physical act of forgiving and saying to someone, okay, I get it and I forgive you or whatever, you're letting them go to do what they need to do. It's still not about them, it's still about you. So understanding this act of forgiving is about you moving forward, because you are about to take a brand new step here. You're about to move into something completely new here, Taurus. So understanding that by forgiving things and letting things go, you get to move forward. Okay, so the card we have, oh, interestingly enough, is Go Within. So here's your Hermit here. You're a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside of you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So there you go. Beautiful card to get with that reading. This is about just spending time to go inside, have a good look at where you're going, being able to release all this past energy and then move forward. Thanks. Have a great week.